Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. I hope all of you are doing really well and are looking forward to tonight's match against Aston Villa. A little bit of transfer news for you. I was just thinking about, what are City's problems on the pitch this season, especially in the last 1-2 months. What are our apparent problems? We have got really good defensively. Our midfield is like the best in Europe right now. Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Fernandinho holding. Wing play, excellent. Sterling is there. Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, they're coming into. But we are not getting goals. It's pretty apparent to see for anyone that City are what? Eighth in the list of the highest goals, eighth in the list of the total goals scored in the Premier League. So it's like the problem is very striking and apparent. City need a striker. So which striker should we target in the transfer window? There are not many strikers available. Not many strikers of the ilk who could replace Sergio Aguero. So let us look at who are the strikers we can target. The first one is this guy is Darwin Núñez. I think he is the least of the one who you could expect to come to City, because he's of the three transfer targets which I'll talk about. He is not the finished article. First of all, he is not someone like a Joao Felix or a Erling Haaland or someone like that. He's not established. He will need time to settle in City, down at City. But do City have the time to afford him? Can Pep trust him for one season, for the next season or 2 seasons? Can Pep give him the time to adjust? No, I think we need a striker who can go straight into the mix. And Darwin Núñez, he's also not good at finishing. Actually, his finishing is not up to the mark. It needs improvement. So for me, I think if we buy this guy, it will be like we are buying another Gabriel Jesus. His work rate is excellent. He can play in those small areas. His turning and everything in small spaces is really excellent. He has good pace, but then he's not the finished article by any cost. And his release clause is 150 million euros. So when you're putting in that much money, I think you need to buy a striker who's a finished article. I think at least Benfica will need 100 million euros for him. The next guy is very interesting. The next guy, he is my personal favorite. He is the one whom I would really want at City, Lautaro Martinez. I've been crying out for the last 6 months, last year, since I've started doing this channel. I've been crying out. He is the heir apparent to Sergio Aguero. Whenever you see him play, it's just like seeing Sergio Aguero play. And he's also an improved version of Sergio Aguero. He's like he can turn in small spaces. He can he can he can strike with power. He can strike from outside the box. He's like, I think his work rate is also excellent. When Sergio Aguero came to the club earlier, you know what Pep wanted? Pep wanted him to give a bit more work rate. Pep wanted him to engage with the play a bit more. And Lautaro Martinez does all of that. At 23 years of age, Lautaro Martinez does all of that. So I think it's just excellent. And his price tag is, I think, City can get him for 70-80 million, because Inter Milan are struggling with many problems and many financial problems. And City, I think 70 or 80 million euros will be difficult to turn down for City. And the last striker is Erling Haaland. He's the sensation right now. He is like the best striker in Europe, I should say, right now. The way he is striking the ball outside the box, inside the box, his aerial power is excellent. He's standing at 6'4", so he's like he's just like fantastic, I should say. But he'll not come cheap. He'll not come cheap because not just of his price tag, but also because he's managed by Mino Raiola, which means another baggage. We had already suffered that for 3 to 4 years with a Yaya Toure. So it's like the price is not the matter here. City are prepared to spend 200 million pounds in the upcoming summer transfer window. Price is not the matter. We want a striker who's disciplined, whose agent doesn't cause us trouble, who doesn't come with much of a baggage, and we want a striker, who can buy into the ethos of the club, a striker who can understand the club, and we don't want any baggage. So in that matter, I think Erling Haaland might be someone City would not prefer because he is not good at playing in tight spaces. He's not good at engaging in play, just like Pep, just how Pep wants his number nines to do. So those are two things that go against Erling Haaland. Not good in playing in tight spaces. He's very good inside the box. He's a poacher inside the box. Erling Haaland is just like Aguero when Pep initially came and Pep wanted Aguero to join in into the attack. So the Erling Haaland still, I don't think he can turn in those small spaces. He still has to add that thing to his style of play. So that is the reason for me. I think Lautaro Martinez would be the would be the best one without a doubt. He's the finished product for me. If you want to look in terms of a Pep Guardiola striker, he's just wonderful. Heading ability, scoring from outside the box, the way he presses from the front. He's sharp, he's tenacious in his play. He's just excellent all round. He's a dream of a Pep Guardiola striker, I would say. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. Do let me know in the comments below which striker who would you want at City. Would it be Haaland, would it be Martinez, or would it be Darwin Nunes, or would it be someone else? Let me know in the comments below. And also, if you liked the video, please click on the like button, and also please click on the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, and you'll get notifications whenever I put up new videos. Kaundenia is here. Hi Kaundenia, hope you're doing good. Is telling Haaland can become a Man City striker just like Aguero did. But the problem with that is, there are certain things like, turning in tight spaces and all of those things which, cannot be literally taught. They are, imbibed in your style of play. How you learn it from a young age. So I don't think those things can be taught. And also, City is now not in a position to bring in a striker and give him an year or some time to adapt, because there is no out and out goal scorer. You can see in this match, Pep is playing Ferran Torres up front. Pep is playing Bernardo Silva. Pep is going with false 9, despite sometimes having both Jesus and Aguero fit. So I think City needs someone who's rare, who's just ready, who can come in and who can start tomorrow. So Lautaro Martinez is the best one for that. Now I understand why City and Pep didn't go for Timo Werner last season, even though he was just available for 40-45 million pounds. It was an interesting interview from Raf Hasenhuttl, who managed him yesterday who managed him in RB Leipzig. Hasenhuttl was telling that Timo Werner is a kind of a player, the entire team needs to adapt for him to get the best out of him. The coach needs to, play in a certain way to get the best out of him. I think the same thing is with Haaland, Pep needs to adapt to get the best out of Haaland. And that is something Pep doesn't like. That is something which Pep didn't do when he came. He could have easily adapted the style of play to suit Aguero up front, and then you give service to Aguero and Aguero scores. Not a big thing for Pep. The same thing I fear will happen with Haaland. Haaland is someone who would need the team to adapt to him. And Lautaro Martinez he will play just like how City is playing. He'll just let the engine click on, engine roar on. So that is why I would prefer Lautaro Martinez. I do not want any striker who would, disrupt the way City plays. I hope you have really enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please again click on the like button, and I hope City will win today night at Aston Villa, and will go top. We'll see how can United handle pressure. Will United buckle under pressure? We'll show them what pressure is in a title race to United. They have been a bit rusty. United have not been in a title race since 7-8 years. Leicester are also becoming dangerous. So we'll set up a marker for all these teams, and we'll see whether they can handle the title race, the pressure of the title race or not. We have chased down teams in the past. We have been at the top, so we have the experience of title race. So let's see how these teams handle it. And my prediction again for tonight's game, City's game, is at least a 3-0 win away at Aston Villa. I still maintain that City can keep up their clean sheets record and will not concede today. And see you again, guys. Take care. Bye.